Restocks? More like returns. Yo, what's going on with you YouTube? Jumping Chris here. We're coming back at y'all with another vid, guys. Hey, so it did happen today. We'll do some discussion, some recap what happened today. I did make a video yesterday. I'll let you guys know it was going to be a Jordan Reserve today for the Reimagined 3s and the UNC 5s. That's right. And it actually did happen. Now, it did not happen at the time that I thought it was going to happen. Like, it was kind of like what was supposed to happen at like 10 a.m. Eastern time. Then I was hearing other times like it was going to be at noon. And then I finally heard like, yo, it's probably going to happen at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Once I was like this, all right, cool, whatever. I was going to just, just kind of go throughout my day, get some work done and all that. But to my surprise, Nike did a little okey doke, which they are known to do. So if you're not like staring at your phone the entire time, you could possibly miss it, which happened to me. I actually missed out. I was kind of like, oh, I was a little too late, because by the time I got through, almost all the sizes were gone. It happened around 2:15, I want to say, or something like that, around 2 o'clock, because by the time I looked through my phone on my notifications, it did pull up from Nike, oh, Jordan Reserve, check out now. But I was like maybe about a good 5 minutes too late. By the time I got in, basically almost everything was gone. The only sizes that were left were the smaller sizes in men's and the really big sizes. And I actually was just at like size 17, 16, and 18, and then some other smaller sizes, like I think it was like 3, 4 men's sizes in size 6 and 7. And then, those sizes, they're not going for anything. Those sizes were actually sitting, you know what I mean? 'Cause I remember I went to Vegas a couple months ago when I was in San Diego. I got laid over and I got stuck in Vegas, and I actually went to the Nike store in Vegas at the Caesar Palace. They had all the big sizes, like size 18 and all that. Yeah, they were sitting. I'm not gonna keep that size 17 because they're actually, I think those things are going for under retail. So yeah, I canceled it right away. I canceled it right away. So if you guys still want those sizes, I think they're on the Nike app right now for a size 17, 18, and like those other smaller sizes. I think I just panicked because when I saw it, I was like, oh, all the sizes are all kind of going out, and I was like, oh, there's a size 10. I went for the size 10 real quick. L instantly, I guess, and they didn't update the app or I didn't refresh it quick enough. Then I went for the next closest size. It was a size 17, and I got that W. Oh man, I can't believe it. I didn't even get a got 'em screen. I just got the purchase, and I was like, shoot, let me cancel this real quick. Shouts to the people that was able to get it. I did see some people get some pretty good W's out there. I think majority of people did end up taking L's. But, there were some people get some W's, and also good sizes as well. Like their sizes, like size 11, 11 and a half. Now, there weren't that many sizes. I think Reimagined 3s, from what I'm seeing, they're saying that it was like maybe 39,000 pairs of the 3s. I'm guessing that's in men's sizes. UNC 5s, there was only less than 25,000 pairs. So, pretty decent, but still pretty limited. Obviously it is a restock, guys. It's not going to be the full amount, like 100-something thousand pairs. Because remember, I think when these came out, I think it was like almost 200,000 pairs on Nike alone. So, and not only that, like these things were everywhere in all retail stores and all that. So these things, they had like over 1 million pairs of these things. So for these things to be like this Jordan Reserve, my question is, man, are these the returns that everyone returned back? And I'm not just trying to say that to be funny and sound like a hater. I'm just saying, like, there weren't that many, bigger sizes. I mean, there weren't that many regular sizes, I should say. And majority that was sitting on the site was the bigger sizes, like size 17, 18, 16, and then smaller sizes. Because those are sizes that a lot of stores probably couldn't move. Like, those are sizes that are probably still sitting in some Nike stores. I don't know, I called up Shaq if he wanted them. He said he didn't want it, so I was like, all right, I'll just cancel it, bro. Overall, this is a Jordan Reserve, so I wasn't expecting it to be a huge, major restocks, say like the Lost and Founds. I think the pairs that we saw from the restock of the Lost and Founds, those were the pairs that Nike didn't sell. Like I guess those kept those in the warehouse, or maybe they can't, bought canceling orders, or they just they sold half the inventory, in November, and then they sold the rest because they were trying to figure things out. But this one was more a Jordan Reserve is usually more of like the leftovers, you know, kind of like the returns, you know, whatever Nike has left. That's usually what Jordan Reserves are, you know, with all the past, you know, like the things they just can't sell, so they just make like another redrop. So overall, you know, I'm not mad at it. You know, it's a decent release. I'm glad that some people were able to get their W's and was able to get a retail W. So hey, congrats guys. You know, I'm glad my videos can help you guys out if it did. Now with this shock drop, I'm hoping we start to get more shock drops coming pretty soon. Like, you know, other releases coming out. I think the UNC toes, I think that's a major one that everyone's trying to hype up in this hype, and it's pretty much hyped up. Or those, or the Panaminos, those things. I think those are getting somewhat a little bit of hype, but the UNC toes are definitely getting up there in hype. I think a lot of people are looking for those and actually waiting for those. Those are supposed to come out in July 22. Now, if we were to get a shock drop of those UNC toes, it's probably gonna happen pretty soon because we're towards the end of June. The release is supposed to be 1 month from today, so it should be happening. If it does happen, it will probably happen in the next few weeks. If it does happen, but we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, guys, if I do know, I will make a video and I will let you guys know. So make sure you guys stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you guys follow me on my IG, because once I find things out on my IG, I will let you guys know ahead of time before I can make videos. All right, so just stay tuned for that. Now, let's just say if you did end up taking L's, this is your second chance and you weren't able to get the Reimagined 3. This is probably it, man. This is probably not, they're probably not gonna be another restock. If they are, it's gonna be very, very little or nothing at all, and you guys already know it's probably gonna end up selling out. Now the prices on these things are probably gonna stay basically where they're at. I don't see it go any lower. So my size like, you know, size 9, 9.5, they're like mid 200s, 240, 250 lowest ask. Bigger sizes are like a little bit higher, like 270, 280. That's probably a good price where I would want to get them at if you haven't got your pair yet. You know, might as well get them now, because I think in due time this shoe will do some pretty good numbers. Who knows when? Could it be holiday season or even next year? Who knows? But with it being a white cement, in my opinion, this is one of the best shoes of all time. 88 free throw lines. You know, it's actually one of my favorite shoes, my Grails. Iconic shoe, iconic colorway, and it's just an easy shoe to go with. And you know, I just say right now, if you don't have these things and you're a big sneakerhead and you're a Jordan fan, go ahead and grab these things now. They're kind of pretty low. They're like, what, 30, 40 over retail? Not that bad. Remember, these things retail at $210 plus tax is like $220. You know, if you can get these things at $240, $250, maybe $20 over retail, it's not a bad day. GS sizes, that's another one, man. They're basically going under retail, man. You can, if you really want a pair for yourself, for the kiddos or something, go ahead and grab your pair. That's all I'll say. But if we get some more Jordan Reserves, I'll definitely let you guys know. I could see the Air Jordan 1 Spider-Mans come out as a Jordan Reserve. I would not be surprised, because remember, I know those things sold out on release date, but when they had a shock drop, when they released like what, some say it was like 100,000 pairs, a lot of people returned those things. A lot of people, you know, put those things back, didn't want them. Obviously, the movie haven't came out. Prices hasn't went up. Prices did went up now. So I would not be surprised if I see those things on reserve. I'm hearing some of those are actually hitting on outlets. So just be prepared for that. You know, actually, the Spider-Man is actually one of my favorite shoes of the year. You know, I'm a big Spider-Man fanatic. A lot of hate on these things when they first came out. And hey, I told you guys from the get-go, I love these things. You know, with it being a Spider-Man joint and a Chicago 1 colorway, and we know the story of these things now after the movie, these things are probably only gonna go up. Will they go up to like what, you know, what the originals did? Like they're like at 700? Probably not. But you know, it's not an easy shoe to come by, and they don't look that bad on feet. You know, I know a lot of people don't like this circle thing here, but yeah, it's neither here nor there. I still like these things. So just, I would not be surprised if we see another Jordan Reserve on these things. Now, obviously, with it being a Jordan Reserve, there's not gonna be a lot of pairs, okay? So don't think it's gonna be a full-on restock of like hundreds of thousands of pairs. Usually Jordan Reserves are like the leftovers, the returns, the ones that nobody wanted, and the ones that can't sell. So just be prepared for that, okay, guys? And yeah, good luck, and shout, like I said, again, congrats and shouts to everyone that got W's on the Reimagined 3s, especially if you were trying to get your personal pair. This is your second chance, and you're finally able to get a retail pair. So congrats, guys. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much end of the video, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. If I do find out more shock drops and more news, I will definitely try to let you guys know ahead of time or as soon as I find out, all right? Anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And don't forget to follow me on all my social media at JumpingChris on IG, sometime on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. I'm also on TikTok. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm JumpingChris. Peace.